Welcome back to the Kingdom Wayfinder, and before we get into today's topic, I just want to say that I'm back. Last week I felt very burnt out from making content, from doing daily videos for the last 5 to 7 months, and with that being said, I decided just to take the week off, especially with the lack of things to talk about at the time. And now that I've had that little vacation, I am back. And with that being said, let's just get into today's topic, because there is a lot to talk about actually this week, which is really awesome. So let's begin. So we all know Charles Zambellis, and basically what Zambellis had recently done was, I believe it was a Q&A sort of thing, and he actually brought up the future of Crash, and there's a lot to talk about. There's actually a lot to break down here because there's actually 2 parts to this, which is really interesting. And with that being said, I just want to talk about the main thing of what he said about Crash was that a future Crash project is coming in the future, and it's going to not directly be from Activision themselves, but from a heavyweight sort of thing. Like, I can't remember if he said like heavyweight partner or heavyweight studio and whatnot, but he also said that this is going to be behind somebody who has been known to do these sort of things, and this is something that he's been wanting to do for years. And a lot of people have been talking about how this is actually the Crash Bandicoot TV show, the rumored TV show that was teased all the way back in 2019. If you remember that one screenshot that was flowing around about somebody who does animated TV shows. I can't remember his name. I'm so sorry. I know he is well known. And in the background, like literally right above him, there was the frame of Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. And for the longest time, people have been speculating that a Crash TV show is coming, and it seems that this is actually coming into fruition. Now, there is a second part to this, and Zambellis did say that it hasn't, like, it's not far along, so this isn't something that we're going to be seeing in 2021, but he did say like an announcement would be coming sooner rather than later, which is really interesting. So it's probably going to be kind of like Skylanders Academy, when that was confirmed to be a thing a year in advance, and then we didn't see anything of it until, well, way on in 2016. I think that's what's happening here, is that we're gonna probably, or not probably, most likely get the announcement of this show in 2021, and then this show is going to come in 2022. Now, if I'm going to gamble, I 100% think that this is going to be a show that will be exclusive to Netflix. So it's already been established that Activision and Netflix have a sort of partnership going on and whatnot. So if this is going to be a show, it's definitely going to be a Netflix series. I 100% stand by this. It will be a Netflix series, because with Netflix, Netflix is more so a worldwide thing, but then you have something like Hulu, which is unfortunately not in Canada and some other regions and countries and whatnot. So Activision would obviously want this to be on a platform that is mostly 90 to 95% worldwide, and it's Netflix. So with that being said, what do I think of this? I do think that this is possible. I think that what they're referring to is the show. And it's exciting. Crash is finally gonna get a show, and I do hope it's actually hand-drawn, because we all know Crash was actually meant, or the inspiration behind Crash when Naughty Dog created him, when Andy Gavin and Jason Rubin conceptualized Crash with Charles Zambellis. Crash was inspired by Looney Tunes, so I do definitely think that he needs to be, and this show needs to be in that style to capture that vision. I don't believe this should be 3D. I personally hope they don't go 3D with this, because even though Crash 4 looks beautiful and it's animated like it is a Looney Tunes kind of thing and whatnot, for a show in this case, because obviously, like, you look at Crash Bandicoot 4 and then you look at something like Skylanders Academy and look at the quality between the two, you can tell which had the bigger budget, obviously. And I do definitely 100% think that if the show would to be in 3D, it would not look like Crash 4, it would not feel like Crash 4, and it would not capture the magic of what Crash was conceptualized to be. So I personally think it should be in 2D. But that's pretty much it for this video. So let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys think of this Crash TV series that is rumored, because now it's just like, things are kind of starting to come together and whatnot, and in 2021, or maybe even sooner, maybe next month, maybe next week, who knows, we might get an announcement. So anyways, like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next one.